I'm in the Garden Cafe, which is on the 16th deck. And this is where the main buffet is, and it's awesome. There's so much food that you never know really what you want to pick. You want to choose everything, but yet I'll speak for myself, yet I know I've eaten a lot yesterday, so I just pick and choose. But the advantage of being here is that you do get to see people from all over the world. I have met people from Australia, people from UK, people from India, people from Malaysia, Italy, Mexico, because you can hear people speak English, of course, but you can also hear people speak their own language, and it's pretty cool. When I think that somebody has traveled all the way from Australia to Seattle, because this ship did leave Seattle about a week ago now. Well, I suppose it would be like me traveling all the way to Rome to take a ship from there. So I was in Ontario and I did travel all the way to Rome, and that is across the ocean. So we do it. If you love cruising, it does give you a great opportunity to to see the world in a different light. You get snapshots of some cities, some countries that you want to visit. It's just enough to give you a taste. And then, of course, you'll want to go to that country again if you are definitely interested in it. Now, I was on a cruise to Alaska. There were parts of it that I really, really enjoyed. And of course, the stuff that I didn't really like is there's a lot of mist. Every day there was mist, except it clears up. Most of the time it clears up just on time, but it's of course unpredictable. So those are some of the things that I didn't like about this cruise. The other thing too is that I noticed that there's not a lot of port time. For example, today we are getting in Victoria at about 7, I think, something like that. Don't quote me. And we are leaving at 11, quarter to 11, something like that. So that only gives us about 4 hours to explore this particular port. When we were in Ketchikan, I'm going to do it again, I think we were only there for maybe a total of 5 hours, if that. So the port times are very, very short. Now, of course, the excursions are timed appropriately, where, yesterday we were in Ketchikan and we were on a 3-hour walk, which gave us enough time to get to the Talbot Trails, do our walk, come back, and then I think we left within an hour. So it was timed right, but it doesn't give you enough time to really go to the port by yourself and walk around. So not a lot of time. That's one thing that I noticed with Mediterranean cruises. I was on excursions that were the whole day. We got there in the morning and we left at night. So a lot of differences. So that's one thing that I will suggest, is that take a look at the ports, but not just the ports, but also the times that you're going to be arriving at the port and leaving at the port. When I saw Victoria on the itinerary and it said 7 p.m., I thought, is that a mistake? Are we actually getting there at night? And it was. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't 7 a.m. in the morning. It was 7 p.m. at night. So make sure that you read the itinerary properly and that you choose to go to ports that you truly want to explore, or maybe that you just want to get an idea of. Because I wanted to go to Juneau, but unfortunately the mists and the rain canceled our trip, and that was going to be my whale watching. So you want to choose cruises, of course, depending on the type of activity you want to do, on what you want to see. And of course, every person has their own taste for that as well. So it truly does depend on what you or your family, because I'm traveling by myself, but a lot of folks here are traveling with their families. So it truly does depend on what you want to visit. So that's all I'll say for now, and I'm just enjoying myself, my cup of coffee, because I finished my breakfast just a few minutes ago. And I'm going to mosey on along now. Bye for now.